Next we have dielectric power factor test. So this dielectric power factor test is done using the high voltage sharing bridge. The power factor or the dissipation factor of the delta, which is measured at 0.5, 1, 1.66 and 2 times of the rated phase to ground voltage of the cable. So the maximum value of the power factor and the difference in the power factor between the rated voltage and 1.66 times of the rated voltage is also specified. Sometimes the difference between the rated voltage and the 2 times of the rated voltage is also considered. So sometimes it is difficulty in supplying the charging volt amperes of the cable from the available source. In such cases, a choke is used in series with the cable to form a resonance circuit. So by using this will improve the power factor and raises the test voltage between the cable core and the sheet to the required value when high voltage and the high capacity sources is required. So in that cases we can able to use the choke coils. High voltage testing on the cables. The cables are tested for withstand voltage using a power frequency of HVAC, DC and impulse voltages. At the time of the manufacture, the entire cable which is passed through a high voltage test at the rated voltage to check the continuity of the cable. As a routine test, the cable should withstand at 2.5 times of the rated voltage at least for 10 minutes without any damage. So then we can call it as it is a routine test. Then in the type test are done on the samples with HVDC and impulse voltages. The DC test consists of applying 1.8 times the rated DC voltage of the negative polarity, which is applied for 30 minutes. Then the cable is said to be unfit. So if it is withstand the test, for the impulse voltage test, generally we are considering it is 1.2 bar 50 microsecond wave. As per the specification, we know that. So this is general value 1.2 bar 50 microsecond. It should be capable to withstand 5 consecutive impulse voltages without any damage. So and the cable has to withstand this. So usually after impulse test, a power frequency and power factor test is conducted to ensure that there is no failure occurred during the impulse test. Then partial discharge test. So in that, so there are the different types for the partial discharge measurement, that is discharge measurement, location, scanning method and the life test. So then coming to that first one, this is nothing but discharge measurement. So partial discharge measurement and the discharge location is of the very important for the cable, since the life of the insulation at a given voltage stress is depending upon the internal discharges. Also, the weakness of the insulation can be detected with the help of these type of the test. The portion of the cable, if weak, may be removed if necessary. Then we can say that we can able to increase the lifespan of the cable. So this is a general arrangement for the partial discharge for the partial discharge measurement, which is shown here. So this is the equivalent circuit of the cable for the discharge measurement and the cable connections to the discharge detector through the coupling condenser. These are the 1 and the 2 diagrams. If the detector is connected through a coupling capacitor to one end of the cable, okay, this is the first one. And this will, by considering this, so if the detector is connected through a coupling capacitor to one end, then it will receive the transient traveling wave directly from the cavity towards the near end. And after some period of the time, a second traveling wave will be reflected from the far end, which is observed. So thus the detector could be capable to find the response by combining of these two transient pulses. If the connections are made in this way, second one, okay, the diagram what we shown here, no severe reflection is involved except there is an second order effect of the negligible magnitude. Now there are the two transient will arrive at the both the ends of the cable, and there is a possibility of the superimposition of the two pulses is detected. So this is can be obtained by adding the responses of the two transients. So hence the superimposition of two responses will give rise to a serious error in the measurement of the discharge magnitude. Therefore, the magnitude of the possible error may be determined mainly by the shape of the response of the discharge detector. So these are the two different waveforms, two different circuit diagram, which will capable to use it for the measurement. So this is what the explanation what I had given here. Then second one is location of the discharges. The voltage dip by discharge or the fault is traveled along the length and determined at the ends. So it means that the fault or void is propagated as a traveling wave along the cable. So this wave is detected as a voltage pulse across the terminals of the cables or the ends of the cables. By measuring the time duration between the consecutive pulses, can be able to identify the location by means of studying the shape and the time of the the incident and the reflected wave time duration. The shape of the voltage will give rise to an information on the nature of the discharges. The detection circuit of the pulses, which is already which is going to be shown. So usually pulse detected across the resistor are distorted after passing through the amplifier of the discharge detector. Accelerated live test using increased voltage are performed on actual cable length. So it is, you can see here, okay, accelerated live test conducted with increased voltage to determine the expected lifetime. It is established that the relation between the maximum electrical stress EM and the life of the insulation in hours approximately, which is given as EM is equal to K into T to the power of minus 1 by N, where K is nothing but constant depending upon the field condition in the material, and N is nothing but the life index depending on the material. By conducting this, the long duration life test at increased stress, the expected life at the rated stress may be determined. So these are the different type of the test which is conducted on the cable.